What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. We have some rain moving in here shortly. Probably I'm going to be getting rained on. But today I'm kind of just going to organize a little bit of my truck. I'm off today and tomorrow just due to there is like 90% chance of rain, so I don't want to risk it. But as I'm kind of reorganizing my truck, I want to talk to you guys about some questions I have received, and maybe you've thought about it, and hopefully I can answer them. So let's get started with that. February, even January has been, I think, a very tough month for a lot of us detailers. And I say a lot of us because I want to include myself with you guys, you know. Don't want you guys to think that, oh, you know, Carlos doesn't struggle, because I think we all do at one point, right? I'm not saying that I'm struggling, but I always like to make sure that I include myself in anything that we talk about, because I've been there, you know, and it's not fun at times, right? Check out this big old wash mitt someone gave to me. Thing is huge. Anyways, it's been a rough month for a couple of detailers. If you're in Dallas, you probably can relate, because we've had nothing but crazy weather, as well as rain, as well as some sleet and all that. So one of the questions that I've been asked is, hey Carlos, what did his question say? How do you stay busy in these cold months? And the answer to that is, honestly, it falls down to, you know, on my days off, or whenever we don't work or I don't work, I tend to always try to create enticing sales, right? And I've purchased, what is that app called? Canva. I purchased that, and that has really helped kind of boost my it's kind of helped me boost some of my work, right? Where I like using that app because you can, you know, put your pictures, kind of connect the pictures to what you're trying to advertise, and that has helped really, really well. So always create sales, right? Who doesn't like a sale, right? So I'm always creating a sale, right? And some people are like, man, when I do a sale, I'm losing. You know, if you look at it that way, yeah, in your head you're losing, but to others you're gaining, right? You're gaining a customer. It could be a future customer, right? Usually me, I tend to always add something for free, add better value to it, right? So like this month, I put one was a since we had the ice and all that, I did one where I would wash the undercarriage, right? I have a product that I purchased I think last year, which is, it dissolves the ice, helps with really reduce the rusting and all of that. I forgot what it's called, but I purchased a product, and usually for these types of scenarios I will pull this sale out, right? And the sale was like $200, so I feel it's not expensive. But it included like a very thorough vacuum, blowing out the interior, cleaning all the windows, wiping the dashboard, wiping the door panels, the cup holders, conditioning pretty much like your dashboard, your door panels, and that's pretty much it, right? If they have leather, then that would be an extra charge. This one here is mostly just like your dashboard, door panels. And then the exterior would get obviously a thorough wash. It would receive a whole undercarriage wash as well, wheels and tires clean. So that was the sale that I put out for February, right? Another one I pulled out, which I feel it's not expensive. I did another one where it was a ceramic coating package, right? I put a ceramic coating cell, which was $500. You're like, what? Yeah, it was $500, and pretty much it included a paint enhancement with a 1-year ceramic coating on the vehicle, which I feel is very fair. But that's what I put out, and I've gotten some good feedback from it, right? So once this weather clears out, we should be good to go, right? Sometimes I try to plan ahead and post all these types of scenarios, see what's biting, right? And the ceramic coating actually bit more than the winter cell that I put, the $200 one. It's just weird, right? But you have to test the waters. You have to put something out there to see what is gonna grab. When you see the traction, you're like, okay, this is what I see people are going for, and kind of hammer that one every day. Post it, right? So that's what's kind of keeps me busy through the winter times, right? Is just kind of creating sales, just keeping the audience kind of engaged, right, with your business, what you're doing, and things like that. So I feel that's what has helped me. And the last question that I get so much, and with this question I'll make sure and end the video, the last question that I get daily, or becomes a very I always say it, a spicy conversation. But that question is, Carlos, how in the world do these customers pay you $800 for a interior detail when I can't even get $400, or the max I can charge is $400, right? And the answer to that is, some people say, no, you're lying. Like, there's no way people are gonna pay that amount, right? These are gonna go on a separate pile. I've had many people, say that I'm a liar, and then customers aren't gonna pay $1,000 or $800 for an interior. And the answer to that is, you'd be surprised how many times you'd be able to obtain those types of customers if only you believe in yourself. And you might be like, oh, believe in yourself, blah blah blah. But for real, honestly, the only thing I can say to that is, one, I've already said it obviously, is believe in yourself. Believe in your equipment. Believe in the product you're producing daily, right? Because really, if you would ask me if 5 years ago somebody was gonna pay me $1,000 for an interior, I'd be calling you crazy. But the answer is, I've had multiple customers like that pay high volume or high ticket for an interior. But of course, these interiors were trash. They aren't clean, right? So you have to show your work, right? You have to make sure that you explain what you're going to be doing to the car, why you feel that price fits that vehicle, right? And a lot of the times it just falls down to who the customer loves best, right? Anytime I get a dirty car, anytime I get a trashed interior, the first thing I say is, sir, ma'am, before I give you the price, just know that the price is high due to the condition. I understand there is more detailers out in your area that will definitely beat my price, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you, right? So honesty is key. I let them know from the get-go, like, be ready for what you're about to get, because it's gonna be a high price. It's not gonna be cheap, right? So be very honest with your customers. Be very transparent, right? When you see the vehicle, be very transparent in what you're gonna be doing, right? If it's a job that you think, you know what, I don't think it's gonna look good, just let them know, like, hey, honestly, I'm not the right detailer for this. Or let them know, like, you know what, your car is dirty, I don't want to do it. Right? And it happens a lot of times when the customers come to me that I see the cars. Usually when they're trashed, I tell them, hey, you know what? Thank you for sending the pictures, but is there any way I can go to your house, look at this car more in person so I can really know what I'm working with, right? And usually a lot of these customers, I go to their house, I will look at the carpet, I will look at the seats, I'll ask all the questions I need to really understand how many years it's been since this car hasn't been touched, right? Based off that, now the customer sees me, you know, obviously I'm always in uniform. There's no day that I don't take Serranos Mobile off. I know my wife gets kind of annoyed by it, but there's no day that I don't wear my uniform, right? Presentation is key. You know, whether I show up with my truck or I show up in the other vehicle, you know, I'm always in uniform, and I want the customer to know that, you know, they are hiring a professional, first off, somebody that's very knowledgeable in this area. By the time they come to you, they've probably seen your work already. Now they're just trying to match, like, you know, is this guy good, right? So one is believe in yourself. Two is be very honest. And three, deliver your product, right? Whenever interiors, I think, will forever be like my passion. I love them. I get so excited when I see like an interior because I love doing them, right? If you show the passion to that customer that you're like, I can do this, right? They're gonna love you even more because they're gonna see that, you know what, that you know what you're doing. You're excited to do it. Now we just gotta match the price to the product, right? And obviously a lot of them are usually referrals, and they're like, I've been referred to you, and they told me, you know, you're the best. Am I the best? I don't think so. I'm sure there's probably better people out there than me, right? But I've been in this industry, or I've been in this business for too long. You know, I've been working, I started at a car wash, you know, when I was in 8th grade. So I have 23 years in this field, and I learned so much, right? So I use all that knowledge I've learned from the car wash days to when I've been on my own, right? And I've learned better tips, better tricks, better tools, better equipment, better chemicals, all of that, right? That's why you're spending money on quality products, because now you can take those products, take them out to a dirty car, and you're gonna nail it, right? And that's how I've been able to get customers to pay high ticket numbers on interiors. It is very possible. Do I get those every day? No. Do I want those every day? No. It's impossible, right? But you will get those customers that come along and they'll say yes, right? It's not that you're robbing them. It's not that they're crazy, you know, that for paying that price. It's just this customer believes in their heart, in their mind, that you're the right person for the job, right? So never steer away, right? If you've been charging $300 for some bad interiors, level it up, right? Feel confident. You know what? I used to charge $300 or $400. You know what, ma'am? This one here is gonna be $600, right? And even if they say no, it's okay. I think we have to get no's in our business, because I'd rather have more no's than more yeses. If I get more yeses, that means I'm affordable to everybody. I don't want to be affordable to just everybody, right? I want to be affordable to the few, to limited quantity, right? So whenever a customer tells me, you know, hey, no, that's a little bit too high, I always say, I totally understand. Trust me, money is always going to be an issue for me as well. But giving the scenario, giving the way this interior looks, that's why it's high. You know, I'll need the car for a full day. I'll need the car for 2 days. That's why also it's kind of up there, right? But that's how I do it. It's how I get customers to say yes to me, right? I am nobody, guys. I think I'm in the same field as you guys. It took me a long time to realize my worth. These are probably one of my also favorite ones. These are window cleaning towels. These are from Luxury Microfiber. These, when they're on the thing, they say these are silver infused. They're real grabby, like grabby. So I like these. Sometimes they have a sale on these, but they're window cleaning towels. But anyways, it's starting to rain. right when I want it to work, or at least organize my stuff, it starts to drizzle. But I hope this video kind of helped you guys out a little bit. Just these were two short questions I've been asked, and I was like, you know what, today's the perfect day while I do this, so I can kind of explain to you guys how I do it, right? There's so many options. If you're watching this video, leave in the comments, what do you do that kind of helps you get through these bad months, right? Obviously, save a little bit of change, anything helps, right? Or what do you do in your business to get those customers to say yes when you're doing some bad interiors, right? Anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. As always, I'll catch you guys on the next video.